Okay, today we're going to talk about order of operations. As you can see, we're going to do gotta excuse my dear Aunt Sally, which means grouping symbols, then exponents, then multiply and or divide. You do not always do multiplication. You may end up dividing first. It depends on which one you get to, left to right. And adding and subtracting is the same way. It's as you get to them, left or right. Some people call it GEMDAS or GEMDAS. I'm going to show you one example, and this example we're going to do is actually part of your homework. So if you are looking at this and you haven't done your homework yet, this will at least give you one good answer. Again, what I like to do is I like to put our reminder right here to the side, GEMDAS. So I go, okay, do I have any grouping symbols? And in this one I actually don't. It looks like it because of the parentheses, but as we've talked about before, those parentheses are only holding the negative to the numbers to show you that this whole number is -3. So I don't have any grouping symbols. And look, I don't have any exponents either. So now I get to multiplication and division left to right. The first one I actually get to is a division problem, which is 18 divided by -3, which ends up being -6, because again, I'm going to pull all of my tricks out. You know, if I'm doing a negative times a positive, my answer is going to be a negative because I don't circle the negative, plus 6 times -9. I write down everything that's left in the problem. I've done one division, but I still have a multiplication, so I'm going to do that multiplication next. 6 times -9 is -54, again using that same rationale right there. Now I've finished all of my multiplication and division, so I check it off. Now I do the adding and subtracting. Because this is adding, same signs, add and keep. Now of course this is a pretty simple explanation, a pretty simple problem, excuse me, but you do the same thing with the exponents. You would just do that after the grouping symbols, which I don't have any of here. Remember that the fraction bar is one large grouping symbol. So in this example, I would need to do the 10 plus 30 divided by 5 separate from the denominator. I would do the GEMDAS for both, and I'm going to try to do it kind of quickly so I don't keep you. I don't have any grouping, don't have any exponents. I've got a division, which is 6, so I'll get 16 because it's adding. 16 will then go on top. No grouping, no exponents. I do have multiplication here, which would be 4, and then I have multiplication, which would be 8. I don't have any adding or subtracting, so the bottom number is 8. 16 divided by 8 is 2. So I hope that helps.